Well, the greyhounds on parade for the second quarter-final for the Daily Mirror Sporting Life Greyhound Derby. In trap 1, Murlens Abbey, trained by John Copplestone. Trap 2, Gentle Warning, trained by Barbara Smith. 3 is Gortmore Express, the first of 4 wide runners here, trained by Linda Mullins. 4 is Farlow Melody, trained by Matt O'Donnell. 5, Barefoot King, again Matt O'Donnell represented here. And in 6, Pond Pavarotti, trained by Harry Williams. Greyhounds on parade for this second quarter-final. We've already had a shock in the first quarter-final, of course, Balliard Ryan being knocked out there. And I'd imagine they'd probably send off Murlens Abbey, the favourite for this race, with a bit of support for Farlow Melody and Gentle Warning. They're the big 3. However, on the draw, I believe that Farlow Melody could have another rough ride. Hasn't had the best of rides so far. We've got a later show of betting coming now for this quarter-final. Down the card, they bet Murlens Abbey is 6-4, Gentle Warning 2-1, Gortmore Express is 10-1, Farlow Melody showing 7-4, second favourite, Barefoot King at 16s, and Pond Pavarotti 33-1. That's the latest show on the second quarter-final then of the Daily Mirror Sporting Life Greyhound Derby.
Well, thanks very much indeed, Errol, for giving us the prices. We'll go down again. The latest is Murlens Abbey, 6-4 in trap 1. Speaking of John Copplestone, I'm very bullish about this dog, especially after receiving trap 1. Gentle Warning, she's also equally bullish there. Barbara Smith up at Hall Green. Gortmore Express, that's 10-1 by Linda Mullins. Saw her this evening, very silent about the dog. Farlow Melody, I must say, on pre-parade at 5:45 or 6:15, when I saw the dog out in the middle, as far as I was concerned, he was the pick of the paddock. He was on his toes, ears pricked, never seen it before except in the competition in Ireland. Barefoot King, Matt O'Donnell's other runner in trap 5, that's a 16-1 chance. And Pond Pavarotti, Harry Williams from Sunderland, that's double carpet, that's 33-1. But Errol, quickly, how do you see this? Something to say, I see it between 1, 2 and 4 possibly.
Well, I think one's got a dream draw. Red jacket fits him perfectly. He'll get plenty of room at the first bend. Gentle Warning moves middle. I feel sorry for Matt O'Donnell and Farlow Melody. I think he's got another rough ride on his hands. He's had 2 hard races recently, second to Gentle Warning and beaten by Luxury Light, of course, but he's got a bit of a tricky draw, I think, with Gortmore Express on his inside in 3, who can come away at some occasions. Barefoot King will bore in towards that first bend, so he's got to be careful, get out lively.
Well, there you are. That's it from the expert, Errol Blythe. And I mean to say, he sees enough ground racing on SIS, presents pause for thought, and he's a very respected judge within this business. John Coppell said to me that Gentle Warning will be turning right, and he said you'll be able to drive a bus through out of trap 1. Well, I'm hoping that Farlow Melody has recaptured his sparkle and pops out of 4, but watch 1, 2 and 4, and he's out. Farlow Melody, he's out in a lot better style. They go to the first bend. It's Gentle Warning as they go into the bend. Gentle Warning, there's been a bit of a mix-up there. 3 and 5, Gortmore Express and Barefoot King have been left, and now there's 4 in a line as they go down the back straight, and only 3 can qualify. Farlow Melody is back now in 3rd place, but as they come out of the bend now, going up to the line, it's Murlens Abbey now being challenged by Gentle Warning and Farlow Melody. There it is, 1, 2, 4, Murlens Abbey, Gentle Warning and Farlow Melody. Errol 1 and 2 were gone. Farlow Melody broke pretty well, but he got a bit of a rough ride round the first bend, and I think he was lucky to come out of there, Errol, to carry on in the race, personally.
Well, if you watch him from the start, you'll notice that Farlow Melody does get a bit of a bump from Gortmore Express when they leave the boxes. He rides that very well. I was impressed that he qualified. I did think he had it to do slightly. Murlens Abbey, there wasn't the room to drive the bus round at the first bend. Gentle Warning came across him, squeezed him up, but Murlens Abbey had too much pace for Gentle Warning down the far side. But the big 3 are through in this quarter-final. It's getting exciting for the semis.
It certainly is, Errol. Thanks very much indeed. And as we can just see now, the dogs are being led away. Our cameraman there, has he had a lager? Well, there's a nice shot of one of John Copplestone's lads there taking the jacket off of Murlens Abbey. And he's got his tongue hanging out there. He's obviously exerted himself slightly. But here's another dog that always seems to have, when he gets the plum drawing red, he puts his feet down, and the tongue's out there. Had a hard race, and he'll have another hard race on Saturday because the opposition will not be getting any easier. And after what we've seen go through in the first heat, I don't think he's got any problems, because I think Balliard Ryan is out. That was his only possible danger. But there's a lovely closing picture of Murlens Abbey.